Hi, this is Andrew Davey at Nevada Forward, and we're here with Jean Melby Maurer from Indivisible Paradise. Thanks for joining us.
Paradise Indivisible.
Paradise Indivisible, yes. Thanks for joining us. So, just to start off with, just a couple minutes ago, a representative, Jack Finn, from Senator Heller's office was down here speaking with you and some of the other activists here. How did that go?
I think we've moved from a point of being respectful towards him towards a feeling of righteous anger with respect to many of the issues that face our nation and our state under the Trump administration.
So, why are you here today? And from what you know, why are these other activists here today?
Okay, the main focus of today's rally is to support the Mi Familia Vota people here who are here to ask Senator Heller to support a Clean Dream Act. In other words, an act that does not demand any kinds of concessions but gives dreamers their DACA privileges back. And perhaps even a better form.
Yeah, and my understanding with the DREAM Act, it also includes a path to citizenship.
Yes,
for these
that's what I mean, even in a better form, so that it's not just a temporary work permit, but that there is a path to citizenship.
Yeah, but of course now, after what the White House announced last month, the plan is to end DACA completely by 2019. Already, they are no longer taking any new DACA permits. Why does this concern you?
For me, it has personal concern because most of my professional life, I was an ESL teacher. I was a lecturer at UNLV. I taught in refugee programs through the federal government, and I spent 10 years running a second language program at Valley High School. So I had intimate contact with dreamers most of my professional life. And I am to this day still a friend and mentor to many of my former students. I know these people, these young people, to be talented, intelligent, motivated, industrious, and just a tremendous resource and asset to our country. I find it absolutely cruel and really immoral that we are putting them under this kind of fear and threat. I want to see them become citizens. I want to see their parents become citizens. To me, the immigrant community is probably something that adds economically, socially, spiritually to our nation.
You know, what do you think it says that just 4 or 5 years ago there seemed to be a consensus around comprehensive immigration reform with a path to citizenship? Senator Heller himself voted for that comprehensive bill in 2013, but since then we've seen nothing, I guess, until this current administration, and now we're moving in this other direction of going after immigrant communities.
I personally think that President Trump really doesn't care. He's not policy oriented. Nothing's important to him except for himself. However, his base is virulently anti-immigrant and anti-people of color, particularly the Bannon component and the alt-right. I believe he doesn't really care, but he's playing to his base. And I believe as long as these forces are in power and fomenting unrest along with the alt-right, that we will continue to see a further move towards oppression of people of color and the immigrant community in general.
Now, last week, apparently in a closed Republican meeting, House Speaker Paul Ryan indicated that some sort of DACA deal may be included in a December package to extend the debt ceiling and pass another budget. But in the meantime, Congress is instead working on this tax cut package, and a tax cut package that primarily benefits the wealthiest 1% of Americans. What do you make of that?
that Ryan and McConnell are essentially throwing a bone to the Democrats, hoping that if they support the budget, that will give them what they need in order to pass the passage through reconciliation, where they will need a simple majority. So I have a feeling it's just a ploy. It's a bone to get what they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and finally, what in the coming weeks, months, what would you like Senator Heller and Senator Cortez Masto to do as they debate the DREAM Act and the future of DACA, and as they have to take these votes on things like tax cut package and healthcare?
I very much hope, in fact, I demand, as a constituent, that Senator Heller and Catherine Cortez Masto, although I know she will support us, but I would like to see Senator Heller stand up for his constituents rather than his big donors such as Adelson and Wynn and the Koch brothers. Look at your own constituents. Think of their needs and wants. I would like to see Senator Cortez Masto and Senator Heller be spearhead, along with other senators, a Dreamer Act which gives Dreamers a path to citizenship and perhaps points in the direction of comprehensive immigration reform. I don't want just lip service. I want them to actually spearhead the effort. As far as the budget is concerned, if there are not elements in the budget which I think will be detrimental to our population, if we can get some concessions in that budget which head towards a more progressive agenda, then I would like to see them vote for it. As far as the tax bill is concerned, I want both of them to reject it out of hand.